There must be darkness before light can shine. We're giving a voice to the voiceless, and we are honoring those and those left behind who have given the ultimate sacrifice. So we the people, raise up your glass. There will be no fear here, where light is eternal. You have found the two-step tribe. Welcome home.
In the glow of a screen, with hope in our hearts, celebrating freedom, we'll play our parts. From football fields to the ring of a fight, we hold our heads high in this American life. Raise up your glasses, a toast to the night. For service and sacrifice, we shine a light. With boots on the ground, we're proud and we cheer. Together we stand with no room for fear. Here's to the heroes remembered in song. With every sweet note, let our spirits grow strong. In unity, laughter, we'll rise and we'll pray for freedom and honor, come what may.
Hello, hello, hello. How is it going out there tonight? We are with Two-Step Tribe tonight. Welcome to the show by Patriots Inside the Wire Productions. Not only a show, it's a broadcast, podcast, radio. Grab your friends, your dog, your loved ones, share, hit the button, subscribe, like, all those good things. You can tap it. Trust me, you can do it. Check it out. We've got somebody for you tonight. We are on the radio too, live, by the way. 107.5, The Swamp. Love it. Our home. We've got Justin Ross in the house. And it's not just Justin Ross. I'm going to let him tell you the rest here in a minute. But Uncle Ryano, our host tonight. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Been battling technical difficulties, but it sounds like they may have been shook out. Did we exercise the demons?
Yes, I'm very good at tech. Let's not tell a lot of people this. Okay. Let's get into this show, my friend. We have a great show for you right now tonight. Tune in. Like I said, hit that button. Like, share, love it. Here we go. Let's bring Justin on to the stage. We have Justin Ross.
What's up, everybody? How are we doing?
It was good, brother.
Good, man. Happy to be here.
Exactly. So, Justin, it is Justin Ross, Deadwood Revival. Tell me about that.
Deadwood was created about 3 years ago. It really comes out of COVID, and we were doing a lot of straight up and down Texas rock and roll, and we switched over to doing like upright and fiddle and acoustic, and then it just stuck. It is something that it came to life, and it didn't stop, and it kept going forward. And then the members started slowly, finding their place, etc. And the more we kept going, the more it kept building. And in April of 24, we released an EP. We released 4 different music videos. We did some live videos as well. And then we just got done recording our first full-length record, which is going to be titled 43. And it is going to come out at the end of September. I think the first single will drop. We're trying to shoot for around like July 1st, somewhere around in there, that first week of July. We're going to be doing a music video for that as well. And then there's 10 songs on this record, and we're just really pumped about it. And you have to forgive me for the rings under my eyes. I'm going on like 30. I don't even know what time it is. It's, I don't know. We're at like 30.
It's about that time.
30 some odd hours of no sleep.
Wow.
We did
a
turn and burn.
Because of music, Justin?
Yeah, we did a turn and burn last night out to Midland, Odessa. We didn't get in until 6 o'clock this morning. I've had meetings all day and stuff going on. And so I was fighting it. I was like, okay, it's 5 o'clock. I'm gonna eat something. Try not to go to sleep.
We
or I
will
will
not
not
let
wake
you
up.
go to sleep unless you sleep to your music, and I don't think you
So
do that. So
I got an energy drink. I'm good to go. I'm
all right.
getting my 7th wind.
Yeah.
So we'll
So
see what
tell me
happens.
about Deadwood Revival. This is a band of how many? Tell me kind of your lane and what you have to say about your music and this album coming out.
So Deadwood is a 4-piece band that is going to grow at some point. But as of right now, it's Corey Weiss on fiddle and banjo, Aaron Capers on drums, and Bob Lee Simmons on upright bass, and I'm on acoustic. And the band writes to write. And there's no set genre. I mean, some people call it Americana, some people call it rock. I think where we really fall is a big northern aspect where we fall into this like murder folk genre, which is somewhere in between like Dave Matthews and Mumford and Sons Had a Love Child kind of thing. And
Okay. A love child.
so they don't really know how to place it, but it works out really well. And we just write to write. If it sounds good and we're putting it together and it grooves, then we go for it. We don't pay attention to the style per se. And so this record, 43, this will be my 9th album to release, but the first album with Deadwood. And I even made a post the other day about when we got done in the studio. I was talking about how it was just extremely emotional, like that day, just finishing the record and getting vocals done and everything. I've been working with Chris Howell at Cafe Solo Studios up in Denton, and even Chris, I've been working with that guy for over a decade now. And
shout out. You gotta do the shout out.
he stopped me in the middle of doing vocals and was like, man, I know, I get it, I understand it, I get what you're going through. Like, because you write a song and you're putting into that song, but in the recording aspect, you're trying to give everything you got when you're recording. So you're putting every piece of your heart, emotion that you can into the song, and you got to put yourself back in that place you were at when you wrote it in the first place and what the meaning of that song was about to make it translate. And so it's been interesting over the last couple of weeks to hear, like the mixes coming in one at a time, and then we're listening to them. And it was just like, he sent us 43 was the first one he sent, man. And I just broke down in the living room. I was just like, oh my God, this song just, it hits on all. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, or it hits all the way across. And you'll know, and but the album as a whole, I did some writings on there with Joey Green, Adam Hood, several songs in there. The band just got into a room and I would present something and it would go in one way and it would come out the other. And it would come out like we have a song called Game of Ghost, and the way it translated I did not see that coming. We have a song on there called Blood in the Water, and it didn't come out translated. It just, everything blossomed. And I think that's the beauty about Deadwood, is that everybody comes from a different genre. Everyone's from a different background. Like Bob is all classical music. Like, he teaches classical, he teaches bass, he plays with some massive symphonies. He just got to fulfill like a lifelong dream of his. The guy that taught him bass, he got to go be part of the Longview Symphony and play right next to him in the symphony. And I thought, man, how cool is that? The dude that like got you on bass, 20 some odd years ago. And Aaron Capers, our drummer, AC, we call him AC. He is all over the map. I mean, he is Carter Beauford. He is Danny Carey. He is just this upper body percussionist. Started in drumline, and then started working his way through drumline, and then started getting into bands. And so his style is like he plays for like the Dallas Mavericks drumline, for example, you know.
Ooh.
And so
Did y'all hear that?
he is he's an asset. They all are, you know, he's an asset, but it's his style of drumming. He's upper body, is, you know, he doesn't have a lot of feet work, but what he does have is amazing. But he's not a bunch of double kick and running his feet all over the place. He's more upper body, so it's real percussive, and it works for what we do. Corey Weiss is he is bluegrass as bluegrass gets, man. That's where he cut his teeth, was, you know, playing. His dad was a mandolin player, and Corey was like, well, I'm going to play fiddle if you're going to play mandolin. So he picked up the fiddle, and on all three instruments, banjo, fiddle, and mandolin, he is equally as deadly, you know. And then my background is blues, gospel, and country and rock. My mom was signed with RCA, which before it was RCA, it was called Jelly Records out of Nashville. She had guys in her band like Delbert McClinton.
I wonder if anyone else knows that. Listen, we have a live interactive audience, Justin, FYI. So you've already gotten one that I have to tell you. And this is what her answer was to you. She is with CMA. She says, Americana is Texas born and includes the Texas brand of country, rock, and blues. The words honest and roots are the defining qualities. Sounds like you're in the pocket. Congratulations.
That's
a good one.
You know, she sang country music, and you know, there was a long time there while in Nashville, and this would have been back around like 78 to 79. You know, they had big signs as you would drive down the highway. They would say, "Look out, Dolly, here comes Molly," you know, because her name was Molly Joe. And you know, Mom just had about 3 foot on her. You know, Mom was 6 foot, you know, so it was like big,
normal
tall, blonde, you know, Texas woman with a big voice on her. And then my dad's side of the family, they had what intrigued me was they had a basement. They lived up in Kansas City, and they had a basement called the Bear Claw, and down in the Bear Claw, like, you know, it went down in the Bear Claw. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it had the maroon shag carpet, it had the red velvet walls, you know, the black bar, had the old record player in the corner, and it was spitting out nothing but Muddy Waters and BB King and Stevie Ray. And it's just constant.
That sounds like a great time.
And so, you know, my grandfather played guitar, and I can remember being like 4 years old, and they were all asleep, and I snuck down to the Bear Claw. And his guitar was leaning over in the corner. I remember like grabbing it and like I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, I thought I was gonna get in trouble, and I was just like, wow, look at this thing, you know. And my mom had a classical guitar, and she wasn't much of a guitar player, but she would just strum chords to write music on, right? And so I can remember coming back home from that trip, and then Mom and Dad went to sleep, and I snuck out and got Mom's guitar out and was picking around it. Well, anyway, that went on for about a year without them catching me. and finally, in the middle of the night, my dad caught me. He was like, "What are you doing?" By this time, I was like 5 and a half, something like that. I was like, you know, I like this. I want to play this thing, you know. And so I started taking lessons, and then played my first show when I was 8, and was playing in blues bands by the time I was 10, and
wow,
off we went. So
didn't expect that. I thought you were going to say 16.
No, went on.
Shout out again.
Yeah, did my first run when I was 16, 17.
Nice.
You know, got out of high school, chased a girl up to Oklahoma, went to college for all of about 6 months, got kicked out for smoking a bowl in my dorm room, and then I went back to playing rock and roll.
All right. Happened. You got a song about that one.
You know, and I look back now and go, well, pretty much anything they would have taught me would be obsolete by now. So I don't need that diploma. Whatever, leave that thing alone. So
yeah, I'm surprised there's not a song.
Justin was talking about, you know, the music and all the influences. And when people ask me about the Deadwood Revival. I just call y'all American music.
Yeah.
That's exactly, you're right in the pocket. Your hip hop, your blues, your R&B, your bluegrass, your funk, your
Yeah.
country as an Alabama hoe handle, I mean, and rock and roll all over the place.
Yeah.
And people call it rock and country, but that's crazy because rock came from the country.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't it come home?
Right. Totally. It's crazy to go up north, like to Wyoming or Montana and Nebraska, Iowa, those places, and you'll see other bands that are doing this. And it's so like bands like the Dead South or Devil Makes Three, Poor Man's Poison, like those kind of bands. And these guys, like Poor Man's Poison has a great story about how they were a metal band for the longest time. They were in the metal genre. And then they switched over to these instruments. Didn't know anything about them. Mandolin, acoustic guitar, yeah, but then like upright bass and this, that. No drummer, just did it as like three of them, getting into it, or four of them. And the songs they started turning out were just incredible. Well, it's kind of the same story as Deadwood, because at the time when it took its shift, it was Michael Ross Fitch, who played for like Brandon Jenkins and Ruben Salazar, and we were just a Texas trio. It was just big screaming Mesa Boogie in your face, and rock guitar, and we were killing right there before COVID. We were killing it, man. We had I think we had 187 shows set for the year 21 before it canceled on May 17th.
Wow.
When did you play with Fuel?
Oh my God. I've played with them a few times. But this would have been back. The first time was with Brett Scallions, when Brett Scallions was still with them. That was at Hat-Tricks in Louisville.
Okay, so in Texas.
In Texas, yeah.
Okay, because I would have remembered you, Tracy. Abel Kane opened for Fuel for quite several dates in between. Would have been 2006 to 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were popping up. The Arizona State Fair was the big one.
So Hat-Tricks was like a real small venue. I think cap was like maybe 200. You could cram in there, not piss off the fire code. I remember Jonathan Tyler being on that show. Oh man, yeah. Well, and Tony did so good with that place. Like he killed it. Like on that. Like he murdered it. Like it was awesome. Like the bands he was bringing in there. I mean, we also played with Everclear there, and then we just played with Everclear.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny is we played with Everclear as a rock band, but acoustic back then. That was 15 years ago or so. And then literally just 2-3 months ago, we played down at Sawyer Park in Spring and played with them as Deadwood. And
that's awesome.
It was awesome
you
because
did say Everclear. I'm just straightening it out. Excuse me we have a comment here, and they're saying, did he say Everclear?
Yeah, Everclear.
Yes,
and what was so crazy is Art Alexakis, like he came off his the bus they were on, and he walked up and he was like, "Hey, what's up, Justin?" I was like, "Holy crap, I can't remember you. I can't believe you." Like, I wouldn't expect him to. I wasn't expecting him to remember me, but I am 6'7", so maybe that had stood out a little.
You're memorable. That's what I didn't remember them having any normal sized people on the roster, so that's what threw me. And then when you and I met at the awards, I thought, okay, I'm digging this guy already.
Yeah.
Justin,
yes,
would you want to go by Justin Ross? Do you want to go by Deadwood Revival? What would you go by?
We'll just go by Justin. I'm just one member of the band. That's the thing about Deadwood, is that it is literally it's a band. We all work together, and we are a part of the crew, part of the ship. Yesterday we had a 20-hour turn. We left it. Got up longer than that. I mean, we got up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Bus call was at 10 a.m. We went to Midland, Odessa. We set up full rig. We played a 2-hour show. We tore down. We got home at close to 7 o'clock in the morning. It's it was forever. It took forever. But
that's the real deal, though. That's the real band. And you know what, Justin, you're part of the band. Guess what? Now your band is part of the tribe.
Oh man, yeah, dude. I wish
That's how
they're
that
all
works.
they're literally sleeping right now. Everyone.
Sure they are.
Because they
Yeah,
got one.
sure they
Like
are.
I felt bad. Bob, like he was unloading the trailer. Like this morning, we pulled the trailer door down, got his bass out. He's like, "Man, I'm heading to go teach right now." I'm like, "Good Lord." And then I walked in the door, took a shower, and got right into paperwork. Corey went and taught lessons. Everybody was up all day, but we can't do it without each other, kind of thing. It's all or
Well,
nothing,
this is a repeat thing. This what we do here isn't a one-off. So this is one of those about every 90 days we have you guys coming back. And we just
Absolutely.
keep refocusing on the brand and pushing the brand and introducing everybody who's new to you. People who saw you before get to see you again and get the updates. Next time we'll have the whole band in with you to step up and be counted. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Totally. 100%. That'd be great.
We will. How about this? How about we get to some of your music
All right.
and check that out? I've got 4 songs that you sent. And I'm going to get some music going. Got a shout out again to 107.5 The Swamp. We'll go ahead and mute a mic while I'm playing the music.
Okay.
Those earbuds are not making it better.
I see, said the blind man. I see. Right before I do this, I mute myself. I wanted to say to Justin, as soon as your music starts rolling, just know you're about to be picked up on 60 syndicated stations to 195 countries. Swamp
That's awesome.
107.5. They finna be all over you, baby.
Man, thank y'all so much. We're just pushing as hard as we absolutely can. So thank y'all.
It's a very smart thing to do. And so I know not to bother people as well. So you're easy. I mean, it was a matter of boom, boom. Here's a message. Very easy to work with. I loved it. So we all got a lot going on, but taking care of each other is important. Our artists, the community, and our sound.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We need y'all and y'all need us, and we got to work together to make this thing go forward.
Yeah,
100%.
and every one of us on this screen, we're not just radio. We're all either singers and songwriters in some capacity and publishing. So we are all independent artists over here in this way too. So we appreciate you. Justin, I have 4 songs in here. Where are we starting and why? Tell me about the song.
Well, which one do you want to start with? You pick it.
You sent me Bring Me Home, You and I, The Creep, and Rain.
Man, which one do you want? Number 3?
I'm gonna be really
you want
honest
the Creep?
with you. I let you choose. You are the man.
So the Rain, we'll go with the Rain.
Okay.
That was number 4. Rhino's giving up on talking. He's just giving hand signals. We're just going baseball calls now.
Yes. Come on, y'all. We can do this.
The Rain is so it was an old song that again got then represented to Deadwood, and then we changed it around. So the song is literally talking about a couple that's just like, let's get the hell out of here. Let's just focus on the good vibes, because everything else around this town is falling apart, and enjoy the moments together. And, one of the happiest moments I have with my wife is that we had a day where we were just out and literally it started pouring rain and we just danced in the rain together, and it was so much fun. And so that's kind of what it is. It's the town and everything that's falling down around you. All the bad vibes that try and take over us every day. Yeah. And there's a line in there where I saw Jesus and the devil on the corner shaking hands. You know what I mean? It's like you're seeing the good and the bad, and they're working together to just bring you down. Just ignore it, man, because everything's going to be positive if you just push on.
Keep going. Keep going. Right. We can do it. Take care of each other. Here we go. We've got Justin Ross, Deadwood Revival, with his song, It's The Rain. Justin Ross, right?
Yep.
You've got it, everybody. Don't forget your playlist. That's how you take care of our artists nowadays in the digital era. Please create a playlist. Take care of the show. Take care of the artists. You can call it Two-Step Tribe. You can start Deadwood Revival. Deadwood Revival.
The official Two-Step Tribe playlist will have a whole stack of tracks from Deadwood Revival starting this evening as soon as this show's up.
Nice.
You got it. All right, Tribe, here we go. It is the rain.
Though they'd sleep this place far behind me, take it out there to the middle of nowhere and leave our troubles flowing far behind. Put your hand in my back pocket and let's dance to the rhythm of the rain as it falls down. Find the shuffle of your feet in the earth beneath and catch the rhythm in the music after all. Parks down here on the corner, I saw Jesus burning sage, shaking hands with the devil, trying to make them get away. And they found me in the middle, trying to leave this place, but here comes the storm, baby, this time. And it just might be the rain, oh, that'll lead us in. It just might be the rain that'll lead us in, baby. Oh, it just might be the rain. Knock, knock on my door, let me feel it. This guitar takes the night. Turn the ticket loose to take you to the train and leave this town this time. Parkers down here on the corner, I saw Jesus burning sage, shaking hands with the devil, trying to make their getaway. Well, they found me in the middle, trying to leave this place, but here comes the storm, baby, this time. And it just might be the rain that'll lead us in. It just might be the rain that'll lead us in, baby. Oh yeah, it just might be the rain now. Oh, it just might be the rain now. Down on the corner, I saw Jesus burning sage, shaking hands with the devil, trying to make their getaway. Well, they found me in the middle, trying to leave this place, but here comes a storm, baby, this time. 'Cause it just might be the rain, ooh, that'll lead us in. Oh, it just might be the rain, oh, that'll lead us in, baby. Oh yeah, oh, it just might be the rain. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, let me grab that one. Holy cow, come on. All right. Justin,
Yeah.
I think it's the rain.
Yeah. It's coming. It's coming.
I think so. We have a lot of really good reactions here. Loving that one. I'm going to close up one of our other channels because I hear the echo, everybody, and all of this stuff costs way too much. Our equipment does. So we want you to have the best sound. I really wanted one station to literally get to hear that. So we'll be in and out as the music. You'll see me navigating multiple channels.
It's all good. I know how it works. I know
Yeah.
how it works.
The other thing, Justin, with Heroes Media Group, that's our other partner, and they are massive. They've got just the website visits alone to the website is 2 million a month. That's just people popping in. That doesn't count all the ones that are listening terrestrial, internet, podcasts,
Oh
etc.
wow. Did I send you Reach?
No.
But I think I sent you the music video of Reach.
You've got, yes, you have your music videos. So out there for every one of you on YouTube
Okay.
for Justin Ross and Deadwood Revival. You can literally pull up every YouTube video. Shout out that name again, Justin.
The song is called Reach. Because we were talking about heroes, that song has an extremely huge story as to what happened this past year. We ended up dedicating that song to firefighters and paramedics across the world. And my great-grandfather was the first fire chief of Haltom City. And so we were actually able to team up with the Haltom City Fire Department and shoot the music video there inside their new station.
Okay.
And then we held an event at Texas Live, and we put together funds for people to donate, etc. T-shirts, we had auction. We had Kip and all them come out for the auctioneer. Mr. Blevitz came out, was the auctioneer of that thing. We ended up raising a little over $10,000 that went to the LODD, which is the line of duty death for Texas, that takes care of all of our firefighters, officers, military, etc., that are fallen, takes care of their families left behind, that kind of thing. And it was covered by like Channel 4 News, Channel 5, Channel 8. And it was just, something we did. So all the views off the video, when we push that video out, as the views come in on the streams of that, we dedicate that money to go straight to the LODD every year. And
well,
really,
on a back
really
channel,
cool.
Text me literally the song, and I am doing music reviews on different channels. So go ahead and send it to me, and I will be able to do something with it here in the radio. Behind the scenes right now with the Two-Step Tribe, as we're on tonight with Justin Ross, Deadwood Revival. We are also talking about Sergeant Two-Step Foundation. So I like where your head's at, Justin. We've got a lot in common there. Taking care of the people, taking care of our artists, taking care of the community. We love it. We got some stuff coming up. Quite interesting. We will be able to talk to you soon. Again, the foundation coming up. But you send me that, and I will get on for the reviews. But what I do have, let's get to your music I've got in here. What I do have is what you sent me personally, and that is Bring Me Home, You and I, and the Creek. Look,
he's wanting to bring me home. Bring me home is literally talking about a person that is traveling for work 100% all the time. And when you're out there on the road and you're a truck driver or you're a musician or you're whatever it is that you're doing, you'll be on the road, you'll get one more call that'll come in and be like, well, hey, I know you're up in Montana, but you're right next to Wyoming. Can you go over to Wyoming and pick this up or whatever? You're in Boulder, but can you get to Denver and real quick? You always take that one more job, you know what I mean? And then before you know it, you're 2-3 weeks in on the road and you haven't seen your family back home. And so this is, your significant other on the other line saying it's time to come home. You know what I mean? Like you got stuff to do back here, come back. So that is what Bring Me Home is all about. And it's, it's like it's that good feeling you make when you make that decision, like, all right, I'm going home. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel for the remainder of this trip. I'm headed home and go spend some time and be with the one you love. So that's what Bring Me Home is all about.
You got it, Justin. I've got it in here. I have a question for you. This happens all the time on the show, and it's completely up to you deal, because I can do this from the station. Do you, around all that equipment that's nice, shiny, penny, do you want to sing something tonight?
I can, if you like, I got a
Your
guitar sitting over here
audio
somewhere.
and everything about you is amazing, and that's exactly where I would go. I'm just saying.
While we're playing this other song, I can get this DI set up and plug in the
All right.
guitar, and yeah, we could do it for sure.
Let's do it. Everybody out there, I'm going to play the song Bring Me Home by Justin Ross, Deadwood Revival. Shout out again. Here we roll. Two-Step Tribe. Let's go. Here we go. Bring me home.
Here along this road, baby, staring out to the night, I hear you call my name from the back of my mind. White line by white line, staring to an eastern sky, I hear your voice right here, hanging on the other line. Walks down this road I'm driving every night, trying to fight the pain just to find the light. And I can hear you calling this time. This girl, you're gonna bring me home. Oh, your love is gonna bring me home. Is gonna bring me home. Oh, bring me home, baby.
Dang. All right, man. I got to unmute you here. I was letting you get all set up, my friend. Justin Ross, Deadwood Revival. No kidding. Bring me home.
Is that guitar coming through all right?
Yes.
Can you guys hear that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Give me a second here. Where are we going with you, Justin? Where are we going live?
I don't know. Where do you want to go?
Ooh, this is you. You don't want to ask me, but I want to go a lot of places. So I'm a dreamer. I'm gonna go.
All right.
Let's go.
Ryano, what do you want? You want something soft? You want something?
Nah, not too soft, y'all. Let's go up a little bit. Let's
You
get
want to take
our.
it up? Okay.
Well, no, I was gonna say go ahead and drag 1 foot through the swamp, my brother.
I knew you were.
Yes, sir.
I'm watching.
Down goes the D. Down goes the D.
You can watch our and play with it. I'll see ya.
Like that kind of swamp?
Yeah, baby.
Numbers are going up.
Uh-huh.
You're on live right now with Justin Ross, Deadwood Revival. Wow. Here we go.
Ha!
Go ahead down there to the middle of nowhere, just up from New Orleans. Get down the back road, coming out the bayou, weeping like a willow tree. Then deep down I've been shackled, feeling like a ball and chain. Wanna see the sun where the earth starts curving from the center of the poncho train. Hey! I can tell some of the bells of my old man shotgun shooting down a gravel road. Wanna get down there to the middle of the people and let the story come unfold. With the devil might hide in the detail, baby, but I've been drinking gasoline. By an alligator hanging by the willows, chilling by the evergreens. Let me take you for a ride, baby. Go down to the riverside. Let me take you down to the country and cool ourselves from the heat of the night. Let me take you for a ride. Let me take you, baby, right now for a ride. To the crossroom, baby, where it all came from the start. Down to where the bricks in the road are covered by the blood of a one. From the pickers and sinners out here on the streets and they're doing just what they done. Let me take you for a ride, baby. Oh, down to the riverside. Let me take you down to the country, cool ourselves from the heat of the night. Let me take you for a ride. Let me take you, baby, right now for a ride.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look, you can tell, like, I can't even hide it. I'm such a truth teller, man. If I'm moving and I can't stop, like, that was just hot. I don't even know, man. You took the swamp, you took me through some burning swampland there, man. What is the name of that?
It had humidity in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song is called "Take You for a Ride." It's on my self-titled record. It was written with Mr. Mike McClure of the Great Divide.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you
Great
go.
song.
Yeah.
Dude, you have no clue. I want to get messages now. So guess what, Justin? You're going to end up sending me that song. I'm going to need, of course, your code in order to keep it spinning ongoing. But I can tell you right now, at the swamp, he's going to be going, hello. I want to know.
Do you remember Joel Sanye?
Vaguely.
He was he played the squeeze box a lot, but he was a Cajun artist. He broke out into mainstream country, got up into Nashville. Greatest 2 lines ever from the studio. We were in there tracking, and he kept wanting them to hit the bell on top of the cymbal.
Okay.
And he was talking to a Nashville player, and he was going ting in the hump, ting in the hump, ting in the hump, and they're all looking at me because I grew up in East Texas, so I was the closest thing to everybody in Louisiana. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what he's saying. And he's going ting in the hump, ting in the hump. He's wanting the bell on top of the cymbal,
right?
And then the other one, when the old boy sat down and was bending the strings and swamping it out and hitting backbeat licks on it, and phantom licks. And they said, is that swampy enough for you? And Joel said, the humility is high. The humility is high.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cajun. You gotta speak it. You gotta understand it. It's a whole other language.
Yeah.
Who said I know you say who you are? You know what you say?
Mon cher. You gotta put mon cher and won't nobody get upset with you. Yeah.
There you go. I got another song to write, y'all. Humility. There we go. It's
getting warm in here.
There you go.
It ain't the heat. It ain't the heat. It's the humility, baby. Yeah.
Hey, that song, I'm telling you, it's waiting to happen. I love it.
It's good.
Justin, you got another live one in you?
Sure.
We ain't scared. These ain't our church clothes.
Nope.
Well,
watch our. There we go. I'm like, where the heck are you, buds? Come on. Look at here.
I'll give you we'll do the title track off the new record.
There you go.
So let's bring this all back together here. There we go. Crispy. Sorry, hold on. I'm having a little bit of a difficulty here.
No,
breaking up all over the place.
Well, we're getting to that age, so it's 3 out of 5. Performance issues. I ain't judging.
Hold on, I'm gonna get this technical deal fixed right quick.
Our memory's the second thing to go, and I can't remember what the first one is. Lunch.
It's not the guitar.
Mm-mm.
It sounded good to me, Justin, but maybe.
There we go. I got it. It was just a delay over here on this side. Today I whisper to myself, can't believe I'm still alive. Bad decisions, wrong intentions, and holes inside my heart, wishing I could die. Let this go now. This pain inside my chest. Black lung heartache pills that I take, trying to move on the best I can. From the 43 now,
did I get here? Can't remember you there, remember me here. Where the hell I've been for all these years. Today I'll whisper to my soul. Can't believe I'm still alive. I can't let this go. And this pain in my chest is time. 43 now. How the hell did I get here? Remember you there, remember me here. Where the hell I've been for all these years. Hey, I'll whisper to my soul. I'm still alive. I can't let this go. It's pain in my chest is time. 43 now. How did I get? Remember you there, remember me here. Where the hell I've been for all these years. Someday I'll whisper to myself.
Woo! Like you took me here and now you're taking me there. I'm like, all right, we got both sides of the coin tonight. like Rain, your song, man. You got both sides to you. I love it.
Yeah.
Everything
They're
about it.
they're very dynamic, and one of the things I love about Justin and Deadwood Revival is there is awesome power in acoustic roots instruments, and people forgot that.
Yes.
It really is an organic tsunami that'll slap you right in the face when the right people know how to play it.
Right. Totally. 100%. It is it's a build. Everything's a build, you know, and everything's got dynamic and runs and, you know.
Man, I'm old school, man. I'm writing another word down. You know, it's one of those things, like I get to interact with the individuals too on the broadcast. So anybody out there right now, if you're paying attention to Two-Step Tribe, you're checking out the podcast or on the radio station 107.5 The Swamp, you can find this episode on YouTube. That's the easiest place to go. We are again with Heroes Media Group, which is a whole network. You can go there, but hey, I want you to go to Two-Step Tribe on YouTube. Check it out. We are live with Justin Ross, Deadwood Revival, tonight on Two-Step Tribe Live by Patriots Inside the Wire Productions. In the house, Justin.
Yeah, but
when I heard the word award, so were you recently up at Texas Live at an awards show?
I was up there for the up and comers night. I just went up there to shake hands, talk to people, say hello, and
Dylan.
Of course, you know, met you guys. Here we are.
Yep, and Mr. Dylan himself. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Clay Airy. Clay, good friend of mine. Yeah. Everyone on that stage, actually, I knew them. They're all really, really talented. To be honest, that's really one of my favorite nights, is be able to see this fresh talent. Honestly, they've all kind of been in music for quite some time. So, but that is the night that I like the most.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it. I appreciate anything that is supporting artists. Let's put that out there real quick. Like anything
Totally.
that's going to support the community with our artists, I'm all about it. So,
not to mention like on the actual like award show, like some people that don't get recognized very much, but they're seen throughout the entire show is like Josh, Aiden Bubeck, the guys that are backing all the artists as they come out on that stage.
ooh,
Like those dudes are Milo Deering. Like, good Lord.
yes.
Like,
Okay, the drummer.
I don't think a lot of musicians that play that know like a lot about who those guys are.
Yeah.
Like especially Milo. Like dude played for the Eagles.
Right?
Yeah.
Say that louder. It was
Yeah.
he said the
He played
Eagles, y'all.
for the Eagles.
Yes.
Like, good
Yes.
Lord, man.
Now
Like,
come on.
what
You
more
see?
do you need?
Exactly. Hey, do me a favor, Justin. Do you know the drummer's name?
It's Josh.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. I'm trying
Man,
to remember.
I've got it in my mind, just went blank. I needed that. And I thank
Hang
you.
on,
I
let me
do
look
want to
it
do a shout out to Josh because he does work hard, literally, not only there, but all the time in these award shows like you're talking about. There's a lot of people doing some work behind the scenes. And shout out
God,
to
I
them.
feel like a jerk for not knowing his name. I just talked to him the other day too. Like I always call him Josh. I never call him by his last name.
Anytime people see folks up on the stage shining, they're able to do that because they're standing on the shoulders of those other guys, much like what you have with the band. You know, y'all all climb
Right.
up on each other. You know, but the solo acts that are walking across that stage, they're held up by those incredible talents that are standing behind them. Often go mostly unrecognized by the general public. So kudos to you for shouting them out.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, man. They're great.
I got to spend a great amount of time with him, after they get done. And then there's an after area where they can kind of chill and relax. And that's the best part right there. So,
Right.
connected. I had known him actually.
Yeah.
I won't say how. It's through music, but great at what he does. So
Totally.
I can get in touch with him too. So
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
welcome to send my number, or I'll look him up. But
Yeah.
shout out to that one. But for Justin Ross and Deadwood Revival, where are we going with you? Where can someone find you to see what you're going to be doing and where you're playing?
So we set up something kind of cool. So you always hear bands like say like go visit our website, right? Okay, cool. We set you up a hot link page. So you can go to deadwoodfan.com. That's deadwoodfan.com. And you can literally, all of our stuff is in one spot. So if you want to visit our website, click on there. You want to go to our merch, click on there. You want to check out our sponsors, click on there. You want the calendar, click on there. It's all everything's clickbait. You want to book the shit, you want to book us on a show, click the link. So it's all where you want to go.
Deadwoodfan.com has nothing to do with OnlyFans, right?
No, absolutely not. No, not at all. No.
Deadwoodfan.com.
Yeah.
That was good, Tracy. I wasn't even going there. Normally, I'm the first one.
I mean, we don't want to go with the whole only Deadwood fan. That would have been weird.
Yeah. That's kind of like when you've aged. If you age out of one, you go into the other. I don't know. It's just going really bad, really fast. I love it though. Blame it on the uncle. Everybody else does.
Way to go, Unc. Way to just knock that one out of the park.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
Listen,
Nailed it.
we are live right now with multiple stations. Want to do a shout out, Justin Ross, Deadwood Revival. We are having fun. We are truth tellers over here. Yes, we're laughing. Yes,
this will be the only time ever in life you'll be able to say we are live with Deadwood. You'll never be able to say that like that again.
We are live with Deadwood Revival. Justin Ross, who had me rolling, literally laughing. You go check out deadwoodfan.com and you can find everything all in one place with Justin Ross from Deadwood Revival. Don't go to that website. Go click deadwoodfan.com.
Also, our sponsors that are on there, Straight Up Roofing Company, Modern Acupuncture Alliance, Pure Body Benefits, the Mule Barn in Justin, Texas, and the Blue Bayou. If you go to Modern Acupuncture in Alliance, if you're down to do that, whatever, check into them, click on the link, use the promo code Deadwood25, and you get 10% off on us. And then Pure Body Benefits, They do everything from laser hair removal to injections to massages. They do IV bags. So those that are out drinking all night and you're over in the Eagle Mountain area, stop by there, man. They'll fix you up. They got a cocktail for you, and it will get you right back on your feet. But give them the promo code Deadwood25, and it will absolutely hook you up on us. So
I like it. I like it. I need to ask you a question, Justin. What do you think of? Here we go. We're going to ask you live. I like to do this.
right,
I just
here we
love
go.
it. I'm going to
This is
pull it
good
up
juice.
just in 2 spots. Right there, it's already pulled up. Look above Uncle Ryano, our host, at Star Spangled Bangers. How do you feel about that name?
Star Spangled Bangers.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. But
What's
I feel
that
like
face? I
that's
see a face.
I feel like it can go so many different ways.
Keep it in the Jesus lane.
I know. I'm trying. That's why
making Jesus cry, Justin. You're making Jesus cry.
He's right here going, don't you say it. Don't.
Look,
damn it,
tonight is comedy and music night.
Yeah.
Star Spangled Bangers.
Yeah,
There
I
you
make
go.
All I
Jesus
can
say
say
his
is-
own name.
Thank God whoever designed that put a guitar and a radio on that thing, because if you didn't,
Yes, yes.
it could be the only
Yep,
fan
The
Star
brainchild. Here's a
Rockets,
one for
red
you.
glare. Yeah, bombs bursting in air. Yeah, it's a
The old.
Let's
could
not
have been,
change the song.
I mean, it could have been Red Rocket Bangers. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to something.
Oh Lord!
Yeah.
No, come on, man! Come on, man! Tonight is
that's my
comedy.
people. That's my people right there.
You got some comedy, live music all the way. Our numbers just went up significantly.
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
So Red Rocket.
That's what. Yes, that one time, you're. I can hear that old lady's voice from
Makes
Wednesday
sense.
night potluck at church, going, "You're going to hail, hail,
Yes.
hail." Hail
You
got 2 parts in it.
Excuse me, sir. I heard what you said on the show. You need to give extra to the bucket this time. All right.
To the
Pay for
bucket.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
take my
Lord.
wallet.
All right,
Yes.
Justin. Here's a different version of Star Spangled Bangers for the tribe.
All right.
All right, we got old school and new. We got your old school going. We got your new. We got you covered.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Yeah. No, that Star Spangled Bangers. Okay. I like them both.
Tribe
I
is
like it
all
because you can
about independent.
figure it out. You know what's
Yeah.
going on.
But
I
there's
like
a
both.
reason. There's a reason she's asking you this. Okay, that's getting the seeds and the sprinkles. We'll come around and wet your ass later, but right now we're doing the
Okay.
sprinkle of the seed.
I get what's
So-
going on here. So there's a
Yes,
okay. I get
There's
what's going
something
on.
going on. Did we
Patriot
get started
Fest.
tonight?
All right.
Oh yeah. We aren't going there yet, but don't forget that name now, right there. He said,
Whew. Look
"Woo,
at that.
don't forget that. Don't
Good
forget
Lord.
about that. It's coming. See it right here. Read the bottom on this. Beat of the brave lives on, baby. There
I like
it
that.
is. Like it. You like that?
Yeah.
Hey,
Nice.
this blonde can do graphics, tech, right? Read, you name it.
You're all over it.
I can do it. I didn't go to just public school, but hey. All right.
yeah. She like white on yellow rice. She's on it.
I went to college. I just
No.
saw more of my dorm room than
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, no, I went very, very young and paid attention. Thank goodness. I got lucky in that respect. So there are some things out there that I'm very grateful for. That's one of them. But hey, your music and you and the ability of to just pick that up like that, I'm like, dang it, man, that is just it right there. That is it. We got you in here. Unless you want to play, I'm going to grab a song
Let's grab a song.
and ask you a question about, well, he's got the number 3. Do you understand that language? Like, what does that mean?
Well, I don't know what order they're in, but we'll find out when you get to the third one.
You and I and the creep.
Oh, that's the only 2 that's left.
Mhm.
So you want you and I or the creep? What's number 3?
Do you playing?
Me playing. yeah.
That's the creep.
Yeah, the creep. Man, I don't know that Jesus is gonna let me talk about this song on here.
Yeah, Jesus cool with you. He cool.
Yeah.
He said he told me while Tracy was telling you that stuff. Me and Jesus was over here visiting. He said
All
he's
right.
cool with you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, yeah.
we had a buddy that he was just that guy Like he could. We didn't matter where we went. He didn't go home with one chick. He went home with two. You know, what I mean, like he was that dude. And so, you know, it'd always be like, hey, is the creep coming to hang out tonight? You know, that would just be a thing. And then
So
it turned into a song as a joke. And then it turned into a banger of a song. And I was like, all right, well, we're going to keep this. And so,
okay, so true story, man.
Yeah, it's
Is
true
he a
story.
friend of yours?
Yeah.
Can you find him at deadwoodfan.com?
No, you can't. No, you can't. I'm not saying his name either. Hell no.
The publicist said absolutely not. Yeah.
See, the thing is he's married now. So that yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it, y'all. Don't do it.
Yeah,
we got somebody we got coming in here. Yep. Justin, how often do you have that eureka moment while collaborating in your group? Like, how often does that happen? Like, talking to you, it happened to me. I've got a song idea already.
It's weird when we're in there. We're technically figuring everything out, but then after we figured that moment out, you know, then we play it. You know, and there's songs that don't have it. You know, it's just like, whatever. Okay, that didn't. You know, all right, maybe that one didn't work. Well, let's try.
They don't have it yet. It's just it hasn't percolated. They haven't locked into their pocket yet.
Correct. Yeah. And then we find it, and then once we do, you know, I think a lot of that eureka moment happens on stage. We had some really universal things happen in 24. So here's a great one. Before Cross Canadian, you know, made their big announcement of coming back, right? We had recorded, and there's a music video on YouTube. If you go to our YouTube page, you can see the music videos for The Rain, Reach, and this song I'm about to talk about, Lighthouse Keeper. Now, Lighthouse Keeper was written by Scott Copeland from here in Fort Worth, and I've always been a fan of that tune. Mm-hmm. And he wrote that years and years ago. And then Cross Canadian had it on one of their first records. Not their first record. I think it was their garage record. And it was really cool. I always liked the way that they did it, but I always liked the way that Scott did it as well. And so with Deadwood, I thought, man, what not a great time to. I've always played this song, but with all these instruments involved, what not a great thing to put all this together. You know what I mean? Well, skip forward. It's on the record. It's on the EP, right? And there's a music video and all that stuff. Well, you guys remember when the lunar eclipse happened this last year, right?
Yes.
So we were playing an eclipse party, and we're out in the country. We're on this lake, and we're playing, and we get down to that song. We weren't really watching the time. We weren't paying attention to a clock. We're just playing, and we're in the middle of that song, and we can literally just see the earth going dark. Like it's slowly closing in. And I'm noticing as we're playing, that it's going right in tempo with what we're doing. And there's this part in the song where there's this big break and we stop on a dime and it's like a pop, 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 pop. And right when AC hit that beat, pop, 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 lights went out. It got completely black. And we stopped. And we all got off stage and we went and put our things on and looked up and we're like, oh, look, this, you know, I was just like, but I'm sitting there like, as we're playing, me and my bass player and Corey, we're all sitting there like yelling at each other, like, this is so awesome. Like we're just losing our minds because we're watching this happen and the crowd's watching this happen and everybody's just in the moment. And it was like this energy. I'm getting chills talking about it. Like it was just this energy going. And I was just like, this is one of the most incredible things. You know, and I think that, well, we know that was just like a holy moly moment, you know what I mean? But it also set things like some big magic into the air of paying things forward and knowing that I think we all realized in that moment, like we are all in a really good spot with each other. We all work with each other well. We all talk to each other well. We have conversations about things. We don't argue. We don't fight. If we have a problem, we talk. You know, we talk it out. We don't let money destroy things. We work as a team. And so the eureka moment is every time we get together to play music, we're happy to be on stage with each other. We're happy to be playing those songs. It doesn't matter if there's one person in front of us or there's 1 million people. It doesn't matter. We're going to play that show the way we play because we love playing the songs and we love putting on a show. A lot of people ask us a lot, like, why do you guys sit down? You know, we're all three sitting across the front of the stage and our drummer's kind of stagnant to our right. Why do we sit? We're doing a lot of work with our feet. So we're running pedals and sometimes we're using both feet at the same time to do it. But then we got past that, right? But the ambience of it was like, people are like, it didn't matter if we were in a small venue or we're Texas Live on the backyard stage or we're in front of 5,000 people out at a festival. When we sit like that, people really zero in and pay attention. When you're standing up there and you're running around all over the place, it's cool. It's cool. I did it my whole life. You know what I mean? But it's like people really, really pay attention. And they come up to you, and after the show, they come up to you and they talk to you about it. They're like, I can't believe as much sound and as much is going on that stage. You guys are all just sitting still. Well, we're not. I mean, we're moving around as much as we can. There's timing. Bob stands, Corey stands. I'll stand up for a song. But you just feel it. But if you see me come off that bar stool, you know that and I'm just so zeroed into it.
Yeah.
You know, but there's just so many moving parts that's going on, you know.
You're the first one I've ever heard that ever recognizes that. Years ago, I would always, like when I would play the Bluebird Cafe, I would always sit down.
Yeah.
And I would take off my shoes. I'd go in, because you and I are both taller than most of the folks behind us. So I would sit down and I'd go in barefoot. People would look at me crazy because I'm sitting up there barefoot. Did the same thing in stadiums, would drag the high back chairs, and it's like porch picking.
Right.
It's like the way you broke out in the beginning, and that's when some crazy, cool, spontaneous stuff is fixing to happen.
Totally.
We're sitting right there in a unit, we're all feeling it, and everybody's in. It just basically wrapped 30,000 people around the world's coolest front porch.
The perfect example of this is there's a video on our YouTube. It's a live video, and it's of us at Lava Cantina. If you just look up Justin Ross and Deadwood Revival live at Lava Cantina, "Take Me Back to Texas" as the song. You look that up, and we're at the part of that song where we introduce Corey and he does a fiddle solo, and you'll see that we're all sitting. But if you watch, I mean, that video is like 17, 18 minutes long. But if you watch the whole thing, you'll get it. And what's crazy about that video, I can't believe we caught it. First of all, it was like 28 degrees on that stage. It was freezing. We were just, my fingers were numb. Corey's like, I mean, you can, all of us, like, we're at the last of the song. We were opening up for Reverend Horton Heat. And our fingers are just, we can't feel our fingers. You know, we're all bundled up trying to stay warm. Bob, he is our bass player. He's endorsed by Eastman, and they gave him like a $4,000 bow for his bass.
Wow.
And we're into the very end of the song there, and we're going. It's this huge build, and it's just building and building and building and building, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And he is just going a mile a minute building the song. And right when we get to the big drop where the 808 sweep hits the room, that bow snapped in half and it broke and it hits the ground, and he goes back to picking, and he's looking at me and I'm looking at him. I'm like, holy shit. Oh my God. Like, I can't believe that. Like, I'm just looking at him. I'm in shock. Just like, oh my God. Oh no. Like, thank God you didn't pay for that. You know what I mean? But they're not going to send you another one now, dude. You know, and then they did. They actually, his fans came together, his friends and family, people that support him came together and got him a new bow because he had to teach classes. And, you know, it's just really cool how the universe works with this band. So I know that was a long, drawn out answer to Chief there, but yes, like that's a good one. That's how the magic works in this band. There is magic. There is, you know, it's just not, you know, in Texas, it is being recognized, but we're so we're spoiled. We're so spoiled in Dallas Fort Worth. Like, people don't realize across Texas, like, how many great singer-songwriters there are in DFW. And we're spoiled with it every day. If you live here, you see it everywhere. It flows like water. And so
We're working right now. Springboard Music Fest is something that I'm not sure. Have you heard of it yet?
I haven't. No.
See, most of y'all in the whole state had not. And a year ago, my dear friend Barry Coughing invited me to see the first one that I'd ever seen. It was down in Houston, and they bring in. They typically get about 1,800 bands will submit. They'll pick the top 100. They'll bring them in. I was on a couple of panels. They'll have Vicki Hamilton from Geffen Records, and she was also Guns N' Roses' first manager. Dale Penner from Nickelback and Loverboy and all that era. They'll have him there. Danny Jones from the old Chitlin circuit. They'll have a whole bunch of us on these panels. And one of the cool things is we'll pick that top 100 and we'll run them through our boot camp for about 3 days. And there's a lot of acoustic moment of truth type things where they get up and perform for each other. And then you have the big blowout where you typically, like, I'd say 100 bands will run through 5 or 6 stages in one day.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And, it's insane.
I
and
bet.
we'll do that. We do the same thing in Memphis, the same thing in New Orleans. We do the same thing in San Diego. We'll do the same thing in Houston. Well, and it's like a South by Southwest, but it moves. It doesn't stay in one place, and
That's cool.
it doesn't cost the artist anything.
Right.
Well, my point to all this is the year I got there was not any real Texas country music that was represented that was of any kind of mention. There was some amazing artists everywhere, but they were from other parts of the country and other countries, and it was hip hop and pop and EDM and all these different forms, heavy metal, and they came from everywhere else mostly. And so what we did this year, this last month, was the first year. It was the 1 year anniversary since I had been involved with it, and we had 72%, roughly 60, I'd say 70% of Texas country music came rolling in like a tsunami. And so what we're going to do, I've been really pushing, and I'm trying to get them to see the merit, but I want to come to Fort Worth and do what we do in Houston. I want to come right to your backyard, and that I would love to have Deadwood, since it's right in your backyard. I would love to have y'all take a forward role in that and help me introduce that springboard to the people and the people to springboard, because it's farm to table. We have so many things that you and we all can discuss on back channels, but there's so many things that this is geared to taking indie artists and giving them a thriving, sustainable career. Without having to rely on being discovered. You don't need to be discovered. You already know where you are. And the people who love you are learning quickly.
Right.
You know?
Right. Totally. That's awesome, man. That's really awesome. Yeah. Love to be a part of that. Done and done.
You got it. Springboard Fest. You can check out springboardfest.com to find out more, as well as I will be in Memphis. I will be in NOLA as well for Springboard. Check it out. Springboard.
Keep me away from there, man. NOLA. Jesus.
Oh, you go in with me. It's a whole different NOLA. Come on.
I was just there in October.
You didn't call me.
I fell directly off the wagon and directly onto Bourbon Street, and it was over. Yeah, I was reminded. I got
rocket.
I was reminded why I don't drink. It was like, this is why you don't drink, Justin Ross, right here.
Well, it is called Springboard for a reason, and I got rockets on my wagon, so it's okay. We can get right back out of the ditch every time we fall in it.
Springboard. I'm just going to say it's a whole different experience, though. So you probably won't have your normal experience. I'm going to tell you that. We've got some other things we can talk to you on the back channels about the tribe when it comes to syncing music, all kinds of stuff that we're working with. And that's why we use the word tribe for everybody out there that asked me this question. Two-step tribe. Why is it tribe? It's an independent group of a lot of artists who do a lot of different working pieces within the community of supporting our musicians, producers, publishing music in every direction in the arts community that you can think of. Not only
music sync.
music, all sorts of things, licensing, you name it. We've got a whole tribe going. That's why you see Two Step Tribe. Two Step is named after someone, so Two Step Tribe. Of course, we're in Texas anyway, so there you go. I don't even need to explain that part. You can think what you want when I have Two Step there, but I know it. All right, where are we going? We got to get some music rolling in here. What do we got going?
Well, I think we were talking about the creep, so we better
That's
we
right.
better lay
How can
down
we
that
forget that,
sauce.
man? The creep is married, y'all, so don't worry. So the creep is a song.
Careful.
Here is a true story. Here is a song. Who wrote the song, Justin?
I wrote it.
You did it.
I did. Took me all
He wrote it about one of my relatives.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I think we're all related to this one guy.
Yes.
All right.
He's out
Let's
there.
play it. I'm playing it.
Well, they call it the creep, baby. It's coming on nice and slow. Well, they call it the creep, baby. Lose your control and softly take the night. 'Cause when you go out walking, baby, go out walking, oh, now tell me, woman, ooh, what do you want from me? It's just you and me down there by the river, doing those dirty things unfaithfully. 'Cause when you go out walking, baby, go out walking, don't you go alone. When you come on over, honey, don't come alone. Tell me, sweet, sweet lady, what's it gonna be with you tonight? It's just you and me down there by the water, skinny dipping there in the middle of the pale moonlight. When you go out walking, baby, go out walking, don't you know? When you come on over, honey, come on over, baby, come on over, honey, don't come alone. Don't you come alone.
Woo. Now, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but did you see me cracking up at one point?
Yeah.
That was legit, man. It's legit. It had a Mississippi Creek bottom for a groove. It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! You found one of mine, Justin, literally.
Yeah.
So there's a
I get
reason
you.
I have security. It's interesting. People are like, you have security for a radio station and a show? And I'm like, I sure do. There's some keyboard warriors. There's some interesting people, man. I love people, but, thank
Y'all
you,
found y'all found that pocket, man, and y'all just rolled in it, dude.
Yeah.
I caught crawfish in that groove just now.
Yeah. Somebody said one time you guys are Texas Louisiana swamp rock. And I was like, okay. Whatever you want to call it, man. We just play music, bro. Texas Louisiana
Man said,
swamp
okay.
rock. I was like, all right. I'll take it all day.
I like it. Do me a favor real quick, because I like how you said that, Justin. Shout out to 107.5 The Swamp with Two Step Tribe.
What up, everybody? This is Justin Ross. Thank you guys for supporting me and playing my music here on Two Step Tribe.
Woo, Justin Ross, Deadwood Revival, live tonight, live music. We got some stuff going on here, man, besides the music, too. Check out the comedy. We got a whole routine set up, and it's all organic. Nothing at all was rehearsed. Justin's been on the road.
There was definitely nothing organic about the creep.
No, well, that's not. But organically, we had a friend pop up. So on some back channels, I'll give you a message, Justin, and I'm just going to say thank you.
Wait till me and Jay get to drinking. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Woo.
I'm not a
Tell you
big
what.
drinker, interestingly enough, like you were saying, Justin. It's rare. If I'm out somewhere or something, ironically, but yeah, there's a few out there. I mean, come on, man.
We get on a bus in a closed door. I'll turn down a bottle of Makers. It just ain't gonna happen. But
I'm a Jameson guy myself,
do
so
that
I'll be
too.
leaning. We'll lean on this side. We'll keep it. Yeah.
My nickname. Do you know my nickname? You don't even know my nickname, do you?
Squirrel.
No.
Jameson.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, and I don't even drink. It was given to me by Two Step. Literally, it's in my phone as it's Jameson, literally.
There we go.
True story, y'all. I got to write about that one too.
Speaking of Jameson, so we're for 26, we're in the process. A lot of artists go over to Ireland and play.
Yeah.
But we're actually trying to set up a tour for the whole band to go. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to do Scotland, Ireland, and England, and do it all in about 4 weeks.
Let's when we wrap, don't let me forget, we're rolling up on the Easter holiday.
Yep.
So as soon as we get back on the other side, let me connect you with a beautiful tribe member, a beautiful friend, Nick Burnett Pizzigiani. He is the owner of the Whiskey and Cigarettes radio show over in the UK.
Yeah.
And he let me connect y'all, because he's wired in with all the tour promoters over there.
Very cool.
You've got Italy. You've got you'll have Italy. You'll have Lithuania. You'll have it's all, they have them all pulled in right there together. Yeah.
Say when. That's what we need. We need an inn over there. We got 2 guys that we're working with, and we can get some shows in in and around Dublin and Kilkenny, etc. But we're trying to get up to Scotland, go there, the whole 9. Yeah, absolutely.
Who's your uncle? I got you, boo. We're gonna cause problems.
I cannot write down that word. But every night on the show, I write down words, and then I end up coming up with some song. I'm not using the word boo, but just so you know, I'll let you know the
squirrel
written words. I'm talking to the audience too, y'all. It's like we got people paying attention.
Yeah.
No squirrels in here. They've all been.
I heard a good one from Australia the other day. Someone said cricket tickler, and I go, "What?"
Said a what?
Cricket tickler.
That sounds nasty.
Right? I said the same thing. Yeah. I guess it's something to do with your phone.
That one, y'all.
They're like, "Oh, mate, over here with my cricket tickler." I was like, "What? What'd you say to me? What'd you call me?"
That's like that little meme. That's that little meme that went all over the internet that had the smiling little Dachshund weenie dogs. And it said, why are they smiling when they run? It said, because the grass is tickling their nipples.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't care who you are. That's hilarious. That's awful.
It's getting dirty in here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thanks a lot, Uncle.
That was one of my first right there. Damn it, you brought my nap back.
Yeah, she's got a gnat that's like 1,000 years old in that years. It's still flying around. Yeah.
In my studio room, like you're literally seeing like a lot of my personal things, but there's a reason, man. When you've got lights and all kinds of stuff you start turning on, they love that stuff. So
yeah, they do.
But it's usually right as soon as something comes up, and as soon as Uncle Ryano uses that damn word squirrel, that thing tries to get me.
It knows.
All right. Listen, y'all, this has been great. Like, if people are just like the comedy part of it, I'm like, shoot, maybe we need to start doing a comedy routine too. I love comedy. He's like, no.
Hey, man,
laughing all
we
day.
Just need a little bit of bus moment, a little bit of tour bus moments, and then we get right back to the show.
That's right.
That's right. Are we on or off the bus right now? I don't know, but right now we are in a show literally being watched and heard So anybody, please check us out. Go back to the YouTube Two-Step Tribe. If you did not watch this one, I promise you, you want to see us cracking up, rolling over, and literally making me crack up to where I couldn't talk. This is the show. It happened. All right,
Absolutely.
we've got a song to get to, and tell me where we're going, Justin.
So
Ross.
this is You and I, and this is literally taking on the role of. I mean, literally, it was like waking up one day and realizing this is what I want to do. This is the direction I'm going to go. This happened back in 21. This is when Deadwood was not formed yet. We didn't even have a name. We weren't even Deadwood. We were. It was me and Corey, and we were playing. We were playing acoustic shows. It got all the way down to, like, I literally, I was ready to throw it in. I was ready to throw in the towel. I mean, here we had built so hard for so many years and worked all the way up, and then in one day they just carpet got pulled out from under us, and we dropped all the way back down to, you know, scrounging for gigs, getting acoustic shows, playing, you know, weekly gigs, stuff like that. And it was just back to the grind on it. I mean, it's like, man, I've been doing this for 30 plus years. Like, you know, I was at the point of throwing in the towel. And Corey, a few people, and I got to throw them all in here. Corey was like, "Listen, man, we're not quitting." He was like, "What the hell? What do you mean quit? We're not quitting. Let's just keep playing. Don't stop. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep getting gigs. We'll find a bass player. We'll figure it out. And we might get a drummer one day, but let's just keep going." And I said, "Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been doing this my whole life." Like, literally, like, he's like, "Well, what are you going to do?" I was like, "I don't know. I got other skills. I can go do something, you know?" But he talked me into it. And it wasn't like a talked me into it in the moment. And then I had a talk with a friend of mine named Craig Youngblood, who shoots all of our photography, does all of our music videos, Western Soul photography. Him and his wife, Paula, shout out to Paula. She just had her birthday. She's 21 all over again.
Ooh, happy birthday.
They talked, you know, they said, why would you give up? Why would you stop? And so I remember I woke up one morning and I was just like, kind of looked outside, and, you know, now the song is going to play and it kind of speaks for itself. But I looked at my wife. I said, you know, like, this is the road I want to take. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. Let's see what happens. And, you know, there's a lot of meaning in the song, but then it starts taking on this role with the band. And then we record, you know, then, you know, a year or so later, we put it together with the band. And then it's like, so you could be talking about your old lady. You could be talking about your life. You could be talking about your friends, your family. The whole thing is relatable. But when I'm singing it and I'm playing it and I'm thinking about it, I think about my wife and I think about my band when we're playing it. And it's usually a closer to the closer. Like, we kind of save it for the very end. We'll do Take Me Back to Texas, which is usually the signature ending for us, because it's like 18 minutes long. But we'll usually come right in we'll stop for a minute and then we'll just kick right into it and go for the song and have it be the big closer. So it's called You and I.
You got it.
Never confuse quitting with reloading.
Yeah, it was like a reload, but at the same time, it was like we had reloaded already. Like, we had already been through that box of shells. You know what I mean? Like, it built up and it crashed, and it built up and it crashed, and it built up and it crashed, and they kept doing it over and over again. And finally, we hit this part where it was like, okay, like, we had just played that year. We had played Rednecks with Paychecks in St. Joe. And it was their first RWP out the gate after COVID, which was already going to be a big one. Like, we knew it was going to be, but we weren't sure how big it was going to be. But when we got the call that it was going to be us, Cody West, and Stoney LaRue, I was like, okay, so we're obviously going on first. And they were like, yes. And I was like, okay. And then we immediately hit the social medias and started just blasting as much as we could. And I think the final count by the time we'd gotten to the show, to the day of the show, I think we hit something like 42 million people in the Texas and Oklahoma, Arkansas area that we had hit, let them know that we're going to be at this show, where to get their tickets. Well, when we hit the stage, we had, like Derek and everybody that was a part of RWP said, this is literally the biggest concert crowd we've ever seen. And then as soon as we got done playing, like Cody came on, and Cody's great. Cody came on, but then it digressed. It got down to like 2,000, and then it went down to like 500 for Stoney. And then they were, by the end of Stoney's set, there was probably maybe like 120 people out there, 125, something like that. And it just came with the hard work and determination. So we did that, and here we were on this big build, and all these shows after that just started booking, bam, 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 and then it shut down again. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man.
You can't control that. You did everything right. So you got to have faith and trust in that,
So, yeah. So it just, I'm thankful for the band that I have. I'm thankful for the guys that are in this band. I'm thankful for the people the team that we surround ourselves with. Everybody is close knit. We're all like family. I mean, how many bands do you know that get together for Thanksgiving or get together for Christmas or
100%.
just hang out with each other? You know what I mean? Like
the great ones do.
We have Gary Hullett from Texas Live, the head sound guy up there. That dude has a great job, but he chose like, hey man, you guys got something going on here, and I want to be a part of it. And I know that you can't really afford to have me on full time, but I will come on and I will work. And I want to make your music sound the best it can at every show, kind of deal. So, that's another one. Tristan Murphy, like I've watched that kid grow up since he was 9 years old, and he runs our merch. We got another guy, CJ, who's a fan, who just came in, and he's like, man, he's retired. Like he's like, he's been coming to shows for as long as we've been Deadwood. He finally told me, he's like, hey man, I'm retired. I ain't got shit to do. Like I'd rather just come out with you guys and help you. So he just came on and started pushing cases, and and so this whole family that just is together, and everybody talks, our wives talk, everybody talks. So it makes everything really good. And I think a big key factor is that, like, none of us really drink, none of us smoke, we keep it all pretty clean. So it's a clean entry, it's a clean exit. We talk with the fans, we go out and we meet people, we shake their hands, and we're not rip-roaring drunk when we do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a really good thing to have. Yeah. So it's like I said, it's a family. We're all together. We're all as one, part of the crew, part of the ship, makes this thing go around. So the song You and I takes on a whole nother meaning as we're playing that show. Cause when he gets into the chorus, and it's talking about forever, it's like, man, all the eggs are in the basket.
For the record, when I suggested us partake in libation, it was definitely going to be when we're both off the clock.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. 100%. It'd have to be.
Yes.
Hey, no, but listen, man, I'm 6'7", I'm 350. Here's the deal. Like, if I fall, God wanted me to stay right there.
Yeah.
Don't try and pick me up. Leave me alone. Yeah.
Yeah. I got you, big man.
Yeah, man.
I got you. I'll figure out something. I'll deputize a bunch of folks. Regardless, you'll wake up in a new location and be like, wow, that happened.
Lord mercy.
I got you.
Man.
Yeah. All right. That is NOLA. That is what they're talking about. And we're talking with Justin Ross with Deadwood Revival tonight on Two Step Tribe. Literally on each show, we've got his song coming. We're about to play for you. It is You and I. But literally, I'm so old school. Look at, man, I don't know how much you can see that, but you've got so many words. It's going to end up being more than one song this whole show. So I'm going to start turning it into art. Each show.
We're going to call it Squirrel Tracks.
Squirrel Tracks.
Man, I can do art too. You'll be surprised, man, what I can do. Watch.
Cricket tickle.
I'll send you something, and you are not going to say that. You are not.
Spirit fingers. I'm breaking out the spirit fingers. I don't know what
that's Lee Shively, y'all.
Yeah, Lee Shively got that off a cheerleading movie. I'm still teasing him about that.
Don't even say it's me.
Yeah.
Y'all are confusing shows. That is the Lee Shively band. Shout out to them. They would like for us to use spirit fingers, whatever the hell that is. I still don't know.
Yeah. They're
I
going to
don't.
love them some Justin Ross and
This
Deadwood
is me.
Revival. And he's going to be loving some Lee Shively band. They got Steel Records over here in Grand Cane,
Oh, yeah.
Louisiana.
Studio,
Oh,
man.
nice.
Dude, you see the vibe, you'll be like,
That's
what?
tribe.
And I'll be
All
like, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Totally.
tribe. There you go. See how we do it? It's like old school networking, man. We're connecting people. That's what we're doing. We're taking care of each other.
We also, I didn't even talk about the, we released back in January, we released a live record.
Oh,
Yeah. Or March.
oh, March.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
That
recently,
was just a month
I've been
ago.
so enthralled with the record we've been doing. I didn't think about the live record. Yeah. We released Justin Ross and Deadwood Revival live at Mule Barn, NYE
Okay.
2024. And man, did it turn out good. I think it's like 17 songs on there, but it is.
All right, everybody.
So if you want the experience of what a live show
Live.
is, that live record is nice.
All right. I'm going
It's
to turn
good.
this into a piece of art. Uncle Ryano, you know of one because I did it with Billy Ray Cyrus and I sent you a copy. So I'm going to take your words and turn it into a piece of work.
Yeah, squirrel. It's going to be beautiful.
It's no squirrels. No squirrels live here. There's no squirrel house. I do not feed squirrels. I do not like squirrels. I do not want squirrels. I feel like Dr. Seuss right now. I
Yeah.
got to get to some music. So,
Gnats.
Cricket tickling squirrel catcher.
but
Good Lord.
Gnats.
I have never stumbled on my words on the station, literally. Whatever that cricket thing is, I just can't get a handle on that one.
I don't know what it is either, man, but coming from an
Man,
Australian, it
If
sounded
you don't
really
know what
weird.
cricket tickling is, sometimes a mess. I mean, what is cricket tickling? Come on
yeah,
now.
cricket tickler. Got it over
Yeah,
here.
tickler.
I'm like,
I don't know. You better pet them first. That's all I'm saying. Buy them a drink or something. Yeah.
Cricket
he
tickler?
said that. He said that I look like a dog hearing a high pitched sound. I was like, what?
Ah,
What was that?
Yeah.
ah,
Yeah.
it's a cricket tickler. The cricket
Yeah.
tickler.
The universal response over east of y'all over here where I'm at, the universal response is do what? Do what? Yeah. Do what? Yeah.
Hey, y'all. That's just sus. I know what that is. You already mentioned young blood. So I'm like, shoot, I'll just go there, man. Young blood, it's all sus. I don't know what a cricket tickler. Cricket tickler. If you want a cricket tickler.
I mean, I guess it could. Yeah, that's more like English. Oh, a cricket tickler. Eh?
Oh.
Well, this is not the cricket tickler. This is
Mercy.
the two-step tribe.
Here we are
on-
saying this over and over again, and it could be just so bad.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to the river. We're going down to the river right now. To the river.
Oh, Lord mercy.
It's
Let's
like-
get this queued up. Let's get you and I going on. It is a song with Justin Ross, Deadwood Revival, that I've got going right now that I'm about to play with you. Let's hit it right now, you and I, and let's figure out what you are when it hits you with the you and I. Is it someone next to you, your band, your coworkers, you and I?
I wake up staring out to a life that I want to make the best of now. Everything else comes around. Oh, with you by my side, here we are, staring forever in the eye, holding on way too tight, taking it one day at a time. Baby, it's you and I. So here we go, chasing a wild dream down an open road. Ever lies ahead, baby, we don't know. Let the river lead the way, and let's be the stones that are thrown this time. So here we are, staring forever in the eye, holding on way too tight,
Yes, sir.
Hold on really quick. We got to grab that. That is You and I, a song with Justin Ross, Deadwood Revival. You and I. What do you think about that? Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. You know, I just said this the other day. I'm such a truth teller. Somebody said, would you actually ever say that you didn't like something? And I'd say, I answered, probably. And then I said, but I'll back it up with maybe it just needs a little more work, or let's look at the lyrics, or let's look at the instrumentals. But yes, I am such a truth teller. If you don't see me moving, but Justin, I got to tell you, I am actually sweating on this episode. Between the laughing, the music, I mean, y'all got to check this out, like literally. And not old enough for it to be another reason. So this dang whatever this is, the messages, if y'all could see the messages I get when you say a word or something and then it comes at me, it's like, dang, man. Like, from now on, I'm going to get the dang messages about a cricket tickler. I'm going to be like, Justin, all right, now do a damn song so I can send it to the people.
That song I played live earlier, Take You for a Ride, it was really, really interesting to write that with Mike McClure, and the way it all came to be. And there is a long, drawn out story that we just will not get into. That is how that came to be. But I will PowerPoint it. It started off going to Oklahoma one day with my band to show up, and he was in his driveway in a robe, boxers, tank top, bunny slippers, and a hat, feeding his geese.
Sounds like a party to me. Yeah.
And then we recorded a little bit of stuff, took the band back home, back to Texas, came back up, sat there with him acoustic, started writing lyrics. Now we're going to skip ahead. 2 days later, we're sitting as drunk as we could possibly be in the middle of the Pontchartrain. And he's like, look at the curvature of the earth, man. You can really see the curvature of the earth going across this lake. And I'm like, yep, I see it. I've also seen a lot. We went from Oklahoma to the Pontchartrain. Okay. We're on the opposite ends of the spectrum here.
And had wardrobe changes, right?
Yeah. And rented a boat, rented a car, like all kinds of things happened to write one song. And and then on a boat, on a flat bottom boat that my big butt should not have been on, period. In the middle of the Pontchartrain, pulled out that guitar, and we wrote "Take You for a Ride."
Dang, I like
the tongue twisting lyrical magic that is. I'm sitting there like, what is he saying? I'm just picking away, playing, and he's, saying all this stuff. Thank God I had my phone, man. I had to sit there and record him say it. Then I had to get back home, and I'm typing it up, and I'm putting it on the screen, and I'm looking at it. And I'm like, how the hell am I going to sing all this? So many words. And just to get the roll of the tongue to do that, to sing those, man, just. But the people who played on that song, incredible, man. Michael Fitch played on that song. Lane Butler played bass. Roger Ray from Jason Boland, the original steel player, he played all the dobro on it. Fun fact, the two guys that are singing harmonies on that song is Joey Green and Mike Ryan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Now
Pretty
that
cool.
is a song already too. You on that flat bottom boat.
Yeah.
You just told me a whole song right there. You got geese. I don't even know how you started with the geese. So I decided not to ask about any more animals on this show.
Yeah.
No more. I'm not falling for it again, Justin. You and those animals, damn it.
Was it cricket tickler?
Yeah. Only thing missing was bunny ears. If he'd have had bunny ears, it would have been epic.
That was bunny slippers.
It is.
Yeah.
Listen, I do want to say this before we wrap. It is Easter approaching us, so shout out there. I don't know about you all, because I believe in everybody having their own opinions, and the freedoms that we do have are there for a reason. But I can tell you mine, I'm going to say to you, prayers up. It's Easter. Have a great Easter.
Absolutely.
Happy Easter. However you say it in your house, you can say it there, and I can say it how I want to as well. So Happy Easter to every one of you out there. Hope that you have a wonderful, great weekend. I know that my 16-year-old is glad they get a 4-day weekend, and because teach about is not just some eggs and some plastic. So there's some stuff going on there.
It's about that $50 bill that's in that pink egg hanging out there in the grass. Let's be real.
Yep. We don't want any jelly beans.
Yeah. I was that runt going out there going, this is real. Throwing it. Where's the plastic ones at? Come on.
Yeah.
Give me the money. Give me the money.
Oh my God, I got a story just like that, but it's true. There is one just like that one. Literally throwing them.
Then the backyard smelled terribly for like a month.
Yeah. Oh man, those things are nasty if you keep them too long. So I got plenty of those stories. But yes, Easter is upon us. I just wanted to bring that up, and I wanted to say, stay tuned in to Two Step Tribe. Uncle Ryano, next Tuesday, you better tell them who is on, because Leroy, my man, has been waiting to get on our show on a Tuesday for a long time.
So we got bad boy Leroy gonna be in the house?
No, honey. No.
Leroy Roman. That's right. Leroy Roman. Yeah. I got my Leroy switched around. Yeah. Leroy Roman, who is a American treasure. He is a reggae monster down in Miami, works with the Wailers, works with Marley's daughter on her solo project. He's a phenomenal talent, world music as well as reggae, which is one more beautiful facet of American music. And we can't wait to pull him in and let him shine.
Dude, I couldn't help but think about, what was it? Bad boy.
Bad boy Leroy is Michael.
But what was it?
You talking about Leroy Brown? You talking about Leroy Brown?
Crocodile Dundee, bad boy Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn cemetery.
Yeah, legit.
I love it. I love it. I love every bit of that. But I do shout out to Bad Boy Leroy because we just set it up. So got a shout out to him too. Good friend, great musician, part of Tribe. But as Justin just pointed out, he was looking at that song. So as we have Leroy Romans, that's who's coming on next week, and Sugar Lime, by the way.
Sugar Lime Blues. Yep.
Sugar Lime. Yep. Sugar Lime is also on Tuesday. So check out. You really shouldn't pay attention to which night because I'm not even supposed to say which night. But Two Step Tribe is on multiple nights. Check us out. You really want to pay attention because if you're getting a solo spot like Justin here, we got a whole lot going on in the show. And thank God we didn't bring you multiple artists rotating with us because this thing has just been cracking me up like all the way out. We didn't even need to fill any dead air. So I love it. I can't you can't get any better than that.
We're about launching the indie artist. So what a lot of people don't understand, 2 points real quickly, is number one, the product that they see when we do these 2-hour interviews, this isn't the finished product. This is the raw, uncut, where we're organic and we're really investing in each other and getting to know each other. And unlike the canned interviews that happen at so many other places, these are the real get to know you, and you take the lead as the artist because this is a show that's put on by artists, by frontmen, for artists and frontmen. It's not a spinoff for corporate purposes, so entertainment purposes. So this is about featuring you guys. Y'all are the feature of every show. The listeners are the rock star of every show. So that's how it works for us. And then what we do sometimes, because we had so many artists come to us once they realized what we were truly doing with this, because we start with the 2 hours, then it gets edited. Each 2-hour segment will be edited into 2 48-minute segments, which will go to Roku. So basically what we're doing is we'll have all the shorts and all the additional content and footage, which is for you guys. It's your content to sling everywhere. We want them to see you everywhere in a way that you don't get to organically be featured.
Right.
So we're doing that because that's when people really get to know you at live shows. It's not listening to your music they can stream. It's those little windows that's unscripted in between the songs. That's when they get to meet you. Well, this is mostly the unscripted. Then we throw in the song. So we're just trying to expedite the connection between you and your investors, your shareholders, which are the people who invest in your movement, your music, and they share in your dream. So
Right.
that's why we do what we do. And sometimes we can't just fit not just one artist because we have so many, especially as we start doing the reoccurring because we're brand new. So as we're bringing in all the additional people, sometimes it's really cool to take two separate genres, put them in, and allow them to dialogue with each other.
Right.
While we're sitting here with 200, and I think the last numbers I saw were 249,000 viewers. So,
Nice.
On the show,
you know,
yeah.
while we're doing this and making friends,
Yeah.
I like for everybody to get to know everybody at the same time.
Right.
Well, you got to
Totally.
remember if I won't say where I was, but I've done radio. I've done several things that I don't really tell on myself. So you're basically seeing behind the scenes when you get to go on the radio and be part of a show. Literally, you're literally taking a show from this to a podcast to a full radio segment for 2 hours, literally. So your whole show, Justin, will be on the radio running. Now, when they catch your songs and I get a call, it's like, or I call, no, I better not say that. I don't call. I wait and let them call me. And that happens. So,
Yep.
all right, we need to wrap up here, and we really should wrap up with a song. And I've played
Yep.
yours, Justin. So what are we doing? I would either have to have Justin play something, or we grab a song. You
Grab a song from where?
Well,
From
from
your-
our library, but it
Oh.
wouldn't be yours. So I would rather it be you. And if it's not, I'm going to have to grab two people. There's three people on this screen, or I'd have to look and see what I've got loaded.
Cue us up one that we need to hear, Justin, on the way out.
All right.
Pressure. We working you to death, son, like a rented mule. Come on.
Yeah, I'm sweating, y'all, literally. This just doesn't happen. I'm going to have to get a fan in here.
Let's see.
Two-Step Tribe. You got Justin Ross, Deadwood Revival, who's going to go live 107.5 The Swamp. Tune in, baby. We got a lot coming your way.
Let's see. What I played last?
Yeah.
I played a slow one last, didn't I?
This is the only podcast where crickets will be tickled.
No, they will not.
Yeah.
No.
And there are gnats.
Well, no, we're getting rid of all of those except my boxer. My big old boxer's right here with me. So I got somebody who's going to end up being Justin's height. He's only 16, but he's already like 6'3" and close to as big as Justin already. With Justin,
Put him on that gnat. Get him on gnat duty.
Get him on that duty.
Yeah.
Well, it happens when I'm on certain segments. So strange. All right, we are live. We are in Two-Step Tribe again by Patrons Inside the Wire Productions with Justin Ross live.
Even on this train, and I ride.
Yeah.
Staring out this window, watching the world pass by. Holding on to everything that you said to me tonight. Wondering if you'll be there when I get back on this side. This is who I am, this is who I be. Somewhere between the blues and the nights of May. This is where I've been, where I'll always be. Somewhere between the dark and whispers in this place tell me coming home. And I'll be forced to find this feeling out here on my own. There comes a night, then the light strikes the moon. Yeah. Shadows in the dark remind me of you. Oh, you, yeah. This is who I am. This is who I'll be. Somewhere between the blues and the lights of May. This is where I've been, where I'll always be. Somewhere between rock and roll and dreaming. Of me. This is where I've been, where I'll always be. Somewhere between. This is who I am, child, who I'll always be. Somewhere between the blues and the lights of me. This is where I've been, where I'll always be. Somewhere between rock and roll and the dream.
Gotta love that. We love it right here with Justin Ross, Deadwood Revival. Another great night, Two-Step Tribe. We're gonna roll out tonight, Justin Ross.
Yeah.
Saying good night to all of you out there. Have a great weekend and Easter. Justin, how would you like to say good night?
Man, thank you guys, everybody. Oh my God, that reverb is so. Yeah, there it is. There was
Next show.
Yeah.
Where's your next show?
Next show, May 10th. We are going to be at the Bartonville store. It's a very up close and personal show. You can go on to our deadwoodfan.com, go to our calendar, and you can find there where to get tickets. It's 125 seats in the place, and I think we're right at about 92 tickets that have sold. So we're close. We'll sell that thing out. So that's where we're going to be next. But thank you guys so much for supporting what we do, and what you guys are doing is absolutely incredible. So keep it going, Two-Step, don't stop. And
Don't stop.
thank you guys so much for everything. Appreciate y'all.
You got it. We're signing out. Got any final words for tonight before Easter?
Be good to each other. Take time to call each other. It's not enough just to think about each other. Call somebody and say, hey, guess what? I'm thinking about you. And then
That's
you
right.
can hang up. We love you guys. You're appreciated. Y'all have a happy Easter.
You got it. I love it. We're signing out tonight with Two-Step Tribe. Stand by.
This has been a Patriots Inside the Wire production. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Two-Step Tribe, where you, the viewer, are always the rock star of this show. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share. We cannot do this without you. Your uncle says so, and you are loved and appreciated. Sergeant Two-Step, sign us out. Let's load up and roll out.